Hello, you speakers. I'm Katza.
I'm George.
And I'm Javier.
So last week we were talking about fluency in all aspects related to improving your fluency, right? As we were discussing the topic, we actually ended up talking about perfect practice. Actually, Javier said, perfect practice makes perfect. I don't know if you guys can remember, but we do. Okay.
Yeah.
So today we're discussing a few practice techniques and tips to build your perfect practice towards fluency. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, Katza. Hello, Javier. Glad to be here with you guys again and sharing some techniques with all of our great audience out there. What I think about, what you just said, it all boils down to something. Just, it's like any
Yes.
skill.
Yep.
The more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. But with proper, and that's why Javier said perfect. Okay, it's not just doing it all over again. Every single day is the same. You got to
Right.
improve on it and have professional guidance. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Well, in my case, guys, excuse my voice. I've been sick for a while, so I got my sexy voice back. So,
Yoo-hoo.
but I think I can't recall, but someone said, a wise man once said that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. For most of all, get going, get started. If you always said, "I want to learn English," my goal is to learn English. When was the last time you said that? When was the last time you said, "I'm definitely gonna learn English this month, this year"? Take the first step, get
Yeah.
to it, open a book, get on a website, whatever it is, get some help, call us, whomever you like, but take the first step.
Yes.
If you can't, otherwise, you're never gonna get off the couch and your English is never gonna take off. Sorry.
Right.
Yep.
So
Uh,
stay tuned today. You're learning steps to perfect practice. Now, this will be a series of podcasts to make it easier for you to listen and to implement it in your daily practice. Okay. Today, we start with part one. Welcome to another episode of the You Speak English podcast. Thank you for hitting that play button and subscribing to our podcast channel. Remember, you can download the script for this podcast. The link is in the description box below. And a surprise again, we've included a freebie. So you go right ahead and download it.
all right, all right. Doesn't everybody love freebies? I love
Oh
freebies.
man, that's
Yes,
my
I love
favorite word,
freebies.
free.
Yes.
Okay, most common mistakes advanced learners always make. Okay,
Yeah.
should I start? Yes,
Yes.
I'll start it. Okay, because
Okay.
I introduced the section. What the hell, right? Okay, so okay, I said it. If I said it once, guys, I said it 1,000 times. Collocations, collocations, collocations.
Oh,
Do
yes.
you guys remember that?
Collocations.
Do you remember what
Yeah, you're
collocations
right.
are?
Collocations.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm
Oh, yeah.
sorry, but no, you gotta stop translating.
You
Use
gotta. You
learn,
gotta.
learn the phrase, and you can
Yeah.
only get this. I'm sorry, I'll give you an example right now. But let me right off the bat, I have to say you're only gonna learn collocations by doing a lot of conversation.
Yeah.
If you're not in a conversation club, if you're not talking to someone who has an advanced level of English and they're correcting you, giving you feedback, it's gonna stay the same on and on and on. I'll give you an example. George, do you know our national anthem? Do you know it?
Which one are you talking about?
Which
American or
okay, American,
Mexican?
yeah, because you grew up in the States. Do you know the
No,
American
I
one?
mean it's I'm Mexican, so
Do
but
you
you're talking about yeah. I mean
do
I
you
haven't
know?
I haven't
Okay,
I haven't said it in a long time, but I guess so.
do you
I
know
pledge
about
allegiance to
the flag?
you mean the national anthem? Oh
National
yeah,
anthem. Oh, say, can you see?
music. Yeah.
Do you know?
And the Mexicanos al Guerra. Yeah, I
Okay.
know parts of it, but not a lot.
Do you know it by memory,
By
or
memory? What do you
should
mean
I
by
say
memory? I don't get it.
you
What do you
know
mean by
that
memory?
you memorized it? Do you know it by memory?
Oh, you know if
Oh.
you mean if I know it by heart?
Yes, thank you, George.
Oh,
Yes. Oh my
yes.
God.
We
Yes.
don't
Do you
know
know it? In
anything by
English, we don't
memory.
say learn by memory. We learn it by
No.
heart. Do
Mm-mm.
you know it by heart? You should
No.
learn some things by heart. At
You
least
should
you.
learn things by heart.
Yeah.
Collocations is one of them.
Collocations is one of them. You should learn by heart. Okay. Now, when I was a kid, I was playing tag with some other kids in my neighborhood. I turned around and bam, my
Boom.
my head crashed into
Oh.
another kid. I had a purple eye the next day.
What do you mean a purple eye?
Purple?
Yeah, my eye
What
was
do you mean
purple.
purple.
It was
But
color
we
purple.
don't have that.
It
But
was
we don't
purple,
have
guys.
that. No,
Purple.
that's a mistake. No.
No?
No.
What's the right way?
No. Black eye.
I had a black eye. Yes. We don't have a purple eye. Sorry.
No.
No.
Oh.
We don't have moretones.
Nah, not in English. You don't have purple eyes. No, sorry. Your eyes, you have a
Alright.
black eye.
Black
You get the
eye.
idea? Nah, this is collocations, guys.
Yep.
And if you say, you know, due to this accident, I got a purple eye, I might understand you, and more than likely, someone who's really nice will not correct you, and you'll be
Mhm.
making the mistake over and over again.
Yeah.
So please
Wow.
join a conversation club and have
Where you
somebody
will be corrected.
where you will be corrected and given feedback. Otherwise, it's gonna take on and on and on and on.
Please do. Please
Okay,
do.
Yeah.
we want you to meet your goals, and you know that's why we're here giving you advice.
Javier,
about
Javier,
you? What
I
about you,
am
Agree?
totally agree with you.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
Oh,
It's
oh.
not
wait.
I am, right? That's the wrong way.
No,
to
you are
say
agree.
agree.
You are. I am agree. You are agree. We are. No. Stop
Oh
it.
no, that sounds terrible.
I know
am
it's the most
agree.
common one, don't you? And believe me,
Isn't
guys,
this one of the most common mistakes?
it
you
is
get
probably
from your
one of the most
students?
common collocation mistakes. I am agree.
Yeah,
And-
people,
and a lot-
people, you hear them. Well, not
Uh-huh.
people, but some students,
Mhm.
some learners, say that I am agreeing. This is, understandable because in Spanish they use the verb to be.
Right.
Yo estoy
Uh-huh.
de acuerdo.
De
So
acuerdo.
Yeah.
correct
Uh-huh.
translation. I am
Yes.
agreed. But the correct form is
I agree.
I don't am agree.
no.
Guys, get out.
Correct
Now.
form
Get
is
out.
no brownie points for you.
Oh,
Okay.
so the correct way is
Katza, you need a timeout, okay?
Yeah.
okay.
The correct form is I agree.
I agree. It's a
Yes.
verb. It's a verb in English. It's a verb.
It's a verb.
Okay, so listen,
I
this
agree.
happens a lot when, yes, sadly, it does happen when students have initiative and they try to say something else,
Yeah.
out of their own initiative. And unfortunately, even though translation is something that would be normal, it would be logical, is
Mhm.
not the most advisable thing to do.
Mhm.
Right.
Not after you're a beginner. There's a lot of applications that at the beginning, translation would really help you to understand, but beyond a basic level, forget translation. Forget it.
Yeah.
It's
Remember,
not gonna work for you.
translation is a good way. I'm not going to say the greatest, but it's a good way to get vocabulary,
Mhm.
Yeah.
to understand vocabulary, but only vocabulary.
And even then, I have a question
Yeah,
for you.
and
But
I have my personal doubts on that. Yeah, that's
okay.
why I'm not saying it's the greatest.
We're gonna
It's good, but
I have a surprise for George. I'm gonna ask him the same question I asked you before the show. Because in terms of translation. Okay, so next. Okay, what about you, George?
So you say
Ex-
agree?
Uh-huh.
Do you have
Agree.
another?
You
Okay,
said
so
I am agree.
another one that I've heard is and I think we did mention this in one of our previous episodes.
Mhm.
Okay, I think it was episode number 12 or 13, but anyway,
Probably.
who keeps track
Yeah.
of those things? I'll just say it again. Javier,
Yes.
I'm a young man. I only have 21 years old.
Well, it's
Is that right or wrong?
It's a lot. You're
Super
You're
wrong.
not 21 years old. It's
Hey.
okay. Okay.
This
You
is
don't
my
have.
character.
Okay, let's put it
Don't-
this way.
Don't spoil it.
If you have 21, where do you have them, George?
Oh,
Where have you put them?
Where are you putting them? No, George. It's
so you don't have age, right?
No.
No, you don't have age. You
don't
are.
have age.
Uh,
So
You
the correct
are.
form is I am.
I am
21 years
21
old.
forever.
I am 45. I am 89. I am 120 years old. So
Yeah.
it's am.
That's
Alright.
where. Well, guys,
Or
that's where.
is, or are.
That's where I buy
right?
my clothes. I buy my clothes at Forever 51.
Forever 21.
Yeah.
Forever
Forever
51.
And this goes with other ones. We're like, in Spanish we say tengo miedo, and I have afraid.
Uh-huh.
You don't
Or I
have,
have
afraid,
hungry.
you are afraid.
Yeah, you are.
You don't say I have cold. You say
Yeah,
I am cold.
Mhm.
So these are some common mistakes,
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, bodily
fear.
needs and bodily functions, needs, they
Mhm.
tend to be verb to be's.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Cassie,
All right.
what about you? Got anything for us?
Yes, I have one. And this is actually quite common. And every time I ask students to narrate their day
Mhm.
or their weekend,
Mhm.
when we do a little conversation before class, they say
Uh,
all the day. Oh,
uh,
all the day. So this would be a direct translation example. Okay. Because this
yeah.
is how we would say it
All
in
the
Spanish.
day.
Todo el día.
Todo
All
el
the
día.
All the
day.
day.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
All the
all the
day.
day. But the correct way to say it
Uh-huh.
is
All day
All day
long.
long.
all day
All
long.
day long. All day.
Uh-huh.
All day.
Or
No, was
the whole day, but
the
you
whole
have to
day.
be careful with context. But
The,
yes, this is direct translation example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Actually, I just remembered one in a class. I got this one in a class. Somebody's celebrating their birthday this weekend, this
Okay.
coming weekend. So she said she's receiving friends. She's receiving friends for her birthday
Wow.
celebration. All right.
He's
So
receiving a friend.
are they coming in boxes or and
Signal, signal. I'm
this
getting
is a
a
collocation actually. It's some
Yeah.
friends are coming over, right? So
Yeah.
oh.
Well, one of my students was telling me that about last night. I'm not gonna mention his name, but he mentioned that he has a friend in Canada where that friend is receiving packages for him, you know. But I think she might go mad if I keep doing that. I
oh.
think you mean go mad, like go crazy. No, I mean
Mhm.
I think you mean like get mad. Get mad, go
Mhm.
mad is two different things.
Oh yeah.
And then I think she might get mad, but I hope she
Mhm.
doesn't go mad. That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Listen,
Exactly. Exactly.
okay, greetings to you know who. You know who you since you know who you are.
You
I'm sure
know who you are.
A
I
common friend.
I know he's my student, but I don't want to say his name.
Come on, you're
Okay, so next section, guys. Cosas en español que no tenemos en inglés. This is
Yeah.
one of my favorite sections. Katza has one
Yes.
for us.
Yes. We don't have entrecejo. We don't have entrecejo, which
What is
is
in the
the
which?
space between your eyebrows.
Oh, we
We
don't
don't
have
have
that.
that
I have it.
in
Oh, the
well, everyone
word.
has it, but a word
A
in
word that
English.
says that.
Yes, in English, we don't
Like
have a
in
word that says
between the
that. In
eyebrow.
between the eyebrows.
right in the
That's
middle.
a weird.
Yes.
There's a word for that. I
Mhm.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know
entrecejo.
that.
Interesting. So
Mhm.
interesting.
What about
Entrecejo.
you guys? George, you have one?
I
Pues,
have one, but yours goes
it's
first.
a, you know, Katza, eres buena onda.
Ah, yeah,
Eres
I knew
súper buena
Uh,
onda. Todo el mundo le caes bien. So, buena onda, if you go with the literal translation is a good wave. Oh, Katza, you're a good wave.
Mhm.
And well,
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
translate it that way, right? And we did mention the word last time. I remember. I mean, not buena onda, but you could also say the equivalent in English would be cool. Oh, you're
Right.
so cool, Katza. Everybody
Wow, but
likes you. It is buena onda.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. There's another one.
I love this one, yes.
oh, I would say
Buena onda.
gregarious. Would you say like gregarious? You ever heard of that word? Gregarious, like is
Gregarious.
like very socially acceptable and liked. Because cool,
Yeah, it's
you can
way
be cool,
advanced.
like the fonts, is cool, but not everybody likes you. I think. Would you say that?
You
About
could. You
myself?
could. Yeah.
Okay, I could.
Absolutely.
I could say it. I'll say it. I just said it. Okay.
Go ahead and
Okay.
say it.
I
Make
just
it
said
whatever
it.
you want.
If I said it once, I'll say it. Nah, I just that's enough. Okay.
Okay.
What about you guys?
No,
I
George
have
has
one.
another one. George
Also, I
has
have another
another
one.
one.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Let Javier finish. Come on, Javier.
Okay, good. No,
Continue with your idea.
no, I got one that I'll make a short story of it. I was gonna take a shower here at my place, and then my son tells me that there's no gas, so the shower's not working properly. So you can say you can heat up a water and you can take a shower in jicarazo. Wow,
Oh,
what can
that's
you do, George?
right.
Can you define jicara for our audience?
I cannot. I would not even know where to
Would not
start.
even try, right? I love that word. Jicara means
Jícara.
like a bowl,
It's a
but
bowl.
technically it doesn't have to be a bowl. I've taken a shower with the leftover yogurt container. That's not a bowl. It's still a
So you
jícara.
mean you don't have a shower? So
Not
you
now.
have to
You-
douse yourself with some water. You have to put some water
and
on your body.
that container
Right.
you
Rinse, and you
use,
don't have.
it's
It's like a container, plastic container usually.
it could be plastic, could be
It could be plastic or anything
any
kind of
any
container where
any
you
kind of
just
container,
if you
like
don't have a shower,
yeah,
well, you have to pour water on
on
yourself.
On
yourself.
yourself.
So
Mhm.
That's a
that
jícara.
gadget
That's a
is a
jícara,
jícara
exactly. It's
in
a
Spanish.
container
For
to
those
help
of you guys
yourself with.
listen to us and don't speak Spanish,
You
you go
Javier,
find out what that is.
I don't think that the fresa people will know what you're meaning. Los
Oh
fresas
yeah,
no
it's
saben
I
es
think
una
that
jícara.
they call
It's
it eco-friendly shower,
They say,
right?
oh my
Eco-friendly.
God,
Oh my
what is
God, you don't
what is
even
a
have a
jícara?
shower. What's
No,
wrong with
I
Yeah,
you?
do.
fresa.
It's
Do you guys know what
eco-friendly.
what is the literal meaning of fresa?
A strawberry?
A strawberry?
So
Right.
what would you understand if I say, would it mean anything to you if I say, hey, you know what, Javier? I think that's a very strawberry.
Like
What
I'm
do you
really
mean?
red
It's
or
a
what?
fruit or what?
Like a
Or small.
whoa! You don't want to say I'm a fruit because that's
No.
different. That's different in English.
No,
He's
no.
very
Whoa.
strawberry, teacher.
Oh.
You don't say that, right?
No, wait, I can't.
No, maybe what what in Spanish, what the connotation of this, they obviously the real meaning of the word is fresa, strawberry, fruit. Okay, but people use it also to describe somebody who's very snobby, a snobby person.
Snobbish.
Yeah, very, very snobby, uptight, So,
Yeah.
oh, she's very snobby.
I think the
Mhm.
closest
She only
with
has her Gucci purse and everything is
Yeah.
Gucci, and then she
now
just looks down on everybody else, like
Mhm.
she's very
Picky
snob. She's a
about
yeah,
snob.
stuff.
a
Yeah.
snob. Now I think the closest we've ever gotten in that in cultural aspect, guys, is well, I'm older than you guys, almost, or at least most of you guys. Back in the 80s, we did have something called a Valley Girl.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and if you ever saw the movie Clueless with who is that? Alicia Silverstone.
Oh, she's just
That's a perfect example of a Valley Girl.
Oh, yeah.
But we no longer have that. But we do have it in Mexico as fresa.
But the new generation can actually watch Cobra Kai, and you will get the perfect definition of Valley Girls in Cobra Kai.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh my
For sure.
God.
Totally,
Really?
dude.
Really?
Totally. Yeah.
I saw the first
dude.
season, so I'm not acquainted with. I saw the first
Come
season.
on, it's a really
I don't have
great, it's a really
time.
big enough soap opera.
Oh really? Oh my God. All right.
Okay, to the main topic.
Come on.
Okay.
Guys, what about you? What do you got for us?
Okay.
To the main topic. So today we're teaching you guys 3 of 7 techniques to build your perfect practice and finally improve your English. So your practice towards fluency. Okay.
Okay, so
Javier is gonna start with number 1.
number one,
Javier.
that sounds weird, right? Okay, number one is called Eat the Frog. Eat the Frog is a book by Brian Tracy. It is inspired by Mark Twain. In this book, he teaches us about prioritizing. It'll encourage you to entertain the idea. Okay, if you, for example, if it is your job to eat a frog, it is best to do it the first thing in the morning. And if it's your job to eat 2 frogs, then eat the biggest one first. In other words, do the most challenging first thing to concentrate on the easier thing later. This reminds me of when my mom asked me to eat my vegetables, and I didn't want to eat my vegetables, so I eat the vegetables first, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, it would be a good idea to prioritize what's harder to study for you or what you like to study less. For instance, in English, you like to study vocabulary better than studying grammar, so you should focus on studying grammar first because it is the hardest thing for you. Or if you totally dread reading, go for your reading assignment first. And if you can't stand listening assignments, no pun there, go for those essentially. You will do whatever is harder for you, but then you will finish with something that you really enjoy. And you will finish your practice feeling satisfied and happy. I do that at the gym. I do the parts that I hate first. Don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate I hate cardio. So
I hate cardio
okay, fine, do the
too.
cardio
Hey,
first.
Javier, this is a joke. You mean taking a shower?
Yeah. I'm being eco-friendly. All right. Leave me alone.
Okay, well, I got another one. Number 2, set
right.
up mini study goals. All right, now the time is of the essence here. Try to work for 50 minutes straight and then take a break for 10 minutes. avoid longer study sessions because this might be a negative factor influencing your motivation. So for enjoyable topics, it would be advisable to adopt time intervals as you go on along with the harder topics. As a result, you will find a balance between the harder ones and the most enjoyable ones. All right. So, for instance, if you're gonna, sit down and do a listening exercise and it's longer than 2 hours, well, don't do it. I mean, yes, do it, but do take mini breaks
Breaks.
and break it down into mini goals. All right,
Mhm.
this is gonna help you a lot.
Attainable goals, right? Something you
Attainable.
Yeah,
something you think
yeah,
you
yeah,
pretty much feel you can do it. You can do 10, 15 minutes.
yeah.
Or if not, then do 40 minutes or
Or you
something.
know what? It's like anything. Like an example. I started doing some exercise finally after years. So one of my my trainer told me, okay, you know what? You're gonna do 5 minutes of climbing. Walking up and down stairs for 5 minutes. Okay, I did 5 minutes the first week. It was tiring,
And then you took a
but
3 week
then
break or
the
something.
next, yeah, and I take a break after every up and down. No, after every lap. No, but then after that, the next week I added a minute,
Hmm.
and then I added a minute. So these were my mini goals.
Hmm.
Right.
Now I'm up to 10 minutes, but this. So this could be an example, right? If you're doing a listening exercise and you feel bored or you feel tired, we'll start with a short exercise, something that's
Mhm.
5 minutes, and then increments.
Yeah,
Right.
I totally agree with you guys.
True.
And my mother-in-law started walking 10 minutes every day. Now it's 3 weeks and we don't know where the hell she is. Well,
You don't want to know where she is, right, Javier?
yeah, I hope she comes back soon because
You hope she doesn't come back, or
she's
what?
good. No, I hope she's got to take a break. I told her to take a.
You got to take a break. You mean? No, just kidding.
Okay, Katza. Let's hope Katza can talk through her laughter.
Okay, so for number 3, this will be the final one. Focus on understanding the topic and memorize it later. Okay, focus first on understanding.
Mhm.
Try your hardest to learn it, to understand it. Do, for example, if it's grammar, do lots of exercises, grammar exercises. Try to identify a way that it's easy for you to understand, and then focus on memorizing and forcing yourself to use it. Okay, forcing yourself to use it. It's not like it's going to come magically to you.
You're right. I
You
have to agree
have
that you have to
to
make it
Yeah.
work.
use it.
No,
Exactly.
sorry. The things will not
So-
fall out of the sky. Sorry.
Yeah. I
hate
know.
that. I hate
So
that.
basically, and this is a funny story about myself, right? Because when I was studying English and I was learning, and there was no such thing as conversation club, or there was no technology available for us to practice speaking whatsoever. So what I used to do is I used to learn movies lines, but whenever I learned something new, I used to uh, implement my own dialogues into the movies. Right? So he said this, and I would totally answer this. Right? I
Oh,
would
yeah.
get back like that. I would say this. So I was acting in my head, and it sounds crazy, but it works. It's actually how you get the ball rolling.
Oh,
Now, you
go
guys
ahead.
have everything in your advantage. You have people to talk to. You have Facebook groups. You have voice recognition apps. You have conversation clubs. You name it. So you have to force yourself to use it. Yes,
Oh,
I
great.
was like a crazy girl talking by myself.
Look, taking an opportunity. Let me add to that. One of the reasons that my sons and I stopped going to the movies is because we love to talk to the movie. You know what I mean? We pause the movie and we talk about it.
Yes.
If there's, for example, like typical scary type of movie where there's a sound,
Oh, yeah, where it comes from.
there's a sound, right? So the star goes into like, is anybody there? And then we pause, like, yeah, it's me, the killer. I'm in the kitchen. You want a sandwich? Yeah, but then
Well, that's
we
a good
we try to
one.
like give like
Yeah.
stupid dialogues to the dialogue that's already in the
Oh,
movie.
that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I
so
mean?
much fun.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
It
and
good
we
sounds
have so much
fun.
technique.
fun with it. but we can't do it at the movie theater. It would be totally rude. Don't do that, guys.
Yeah,
But
no,
here at
not
home,
in
Can't
the
do it.
theater. No.
They're gonna kick you out.
okay,
Yeah, they
but
will.
we did it in English. That's the most important part. You gotta
Yeah.
like watch a movie in English, and you gotta get real like silly dialogues that go with the movie.
For
It
sure.
really pushes your creativity and it pushes your like your level of
You're
English a lot. I
right.
mean, we did it for fun. It helped my sons a lot, to be honest. And I had a lot, tons of fun with it.
Yeah.
Or just make like observation. We would pause the movie and like what do you mean? How come all the aliens wear the same outfits? Don't they have like Forever
How come all they're
21?
gray?
How come they're all the same size? They don't. Nobody plays like exactly the same size. You know, there's no
All right.
tall aliens or short aliens. What the hell?
Okay, that's a really good
Oh.
one. All right, really nice. Okay, so another way that I used to implement in my practice was journaling. Okay,
Oh.
so I used to have a notebook strictly for forcing myself to use English, right?
Mhm.
And I would narrate everything that happened during my day. I even I even made the effort to tell a funny story if it had happened. Okay. Or maybe a new thing that I had learned in school or at work or from someone. Now the best time to do it is at night before bedtime. Okay. It will only be a few minutes, only takes 5 to 10 minutes, no longer. And once you've completed your entry, just close your notebook and go to sleep. The next day before your daily entry, reread the one before. Okay.
Mhm.
And you will be able to find your own mistakes and you will have to correct them. Even if
Nice.
it's done by maybe using your phone for correcting your mistakes, it's fine. You don't have to be perfect,
Mhm.
but you have to make the effort to correct your mistakes, right?
Nice.
And this is actually what we've included here. It's a format for journaling. Actually, if you download the script for the podcast, you will have it on the last page. It's a
Mhm.
format for journaling.
And that's your
This
freebie.
that's your freebie. There you
All
go.
right. I like it. I
Exactly.
like it. I want to
Yes.
download it
Did anybody
myself.
say free?
Yeah.
I love freebies.
Totally for free.
Nice,
Especially
nice.
designed for our listeners. Especially designed for the listeners.
Don't thank
Yeah.
us now. Just remember the Christmas is coming.
Exactly. Send us a card. Okay.
Card? Yeah,
Send
Amazon
money.
card,
We're,
please.
what? We're gonna give you our PayPal number. We're not gonna no card.
Okay, here's our Patreon account.
we need the money. Teachers don't
Okay.
make a lot.
So this will improve not only your written English, but also your spoken English because you are talking to something, not necessarily someone, but think about your journal as if it were a person. So
Right. Remember, it's not practice that makes perfect.
exactly.
It's
Perfect practice.
practice.
makes perfect. Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's wrap it up, guys.
Let's wrap it up.
Okay, so here I go. That's my cue. Okay, so summarizing today, you learned 3 practice tips or techniques to help you build a better learning practice. We hope that you
Yeah.
can try this one and the best one that suits you.
Right.
Yeah, and then you'll be hearing more. These are just 3, okay, and from the following ones that we're going to be sharing with you, adopt the one that fits most to your lifestyle.
Right.
All will work if you put them all together. Imagine the results, okay?
Definitely.
Yes. for
But
sure.
yeah, and I do want to say something. Prioritize. We've been saying that word a lot. Prioritize. Well, how serious are you about learning a language? All right, don't
True.
sabotage yourself. We get hundreds of people saying in Spanish, es que el inglés no se me da, no soy
Es
bueno
que
para
soy
el
malo.
inglés, yo soy terrible. Yeah, it is true. If you keep saying it, it will come true.
Yes.
The power of your words is incredible.
It
So
is.
it's not magic. It doesn't mean like, okay, I'm bilingual. It's not gonna happen. It doesn't
No,
happen that way,
no.
but you got to start with steps.
Mhm.
Try to
Well,
believe in yourself and then put massive action into it. Because if you just say it's not like saying a mantra, I'm
mhm.
learning English, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm
Learning
good.
English.
Yeah, okay, that's good. You took the first step. but achievable goals. Number one, if you're in a class or in a conversation club, show up. That's step number one. Go.
Right.
Number two, okay, well, I have to be there twice a week, 3 times a week. Then put it on your check mark. I'm being there 3 times a week.
Mhm.
I have to do these practices. Okay, well, do those practices, but do prioritize and do. It's like anything in life. Okay, it's like, I'll put it simple. I'm not a chef, but if you have a recipe or a cake, for example, and if you're missing one ingredient or two, it's not going to come out the right
Yep.
way. Okay, so it's
Exactly.
just the same thing here with English. It's like learning music, like any other skill. Put in the time, and do it. Get serious
do it.
about it. Okay,
Yep.
we
Get
will be
serious.
here to help you, and just I hope that our tips will help you, and then practice, practice, practice. And if
Yes.
you're looking for somebody, a professional, well, you can look us up, send us a line, drop us a line. Also, any comments, any ideas that you have for the podcast that you'd like to
Yeah.
hear, drop us a line. Drop us a
Yeah,
line,
for
and
sure.
we'll try to help you with that.
All
Vale.
right. Okay. So this is it for today. Thank you to all of our audience out there. And remember to subscribe to our channel. If you like this podcast, please share it with all your friends. You should also check out our YouTube channel where you can get
Where you'll find
the
the YouTube video.
when you find a YouTube video for this podcast and many others. All right. Of course. And if you want to, and if you would like to, you are more than welcome to comment on our videos. You can also visit our website where you will find articles about English learning and practice. All right. Until next
Woo!
time, see you
Right. And
guys. Remember?
perfect practice makes perfect.
Makes perfect.
Perfect.
Yes. All right. Take care.